Okay, starting with a nice deep breath. Always connecting with the body first. This is our most visible presence here. And also acknowledging that when from our spiritual, mental, emotional spaces of energy, recurring patterns land in the body area, they tend to get imprinted, they tend to become recurring. The body will let us know that something is not okay in its own language. So it doesn't matter whether it is an emotion that we're trying to release or a thought that bothers us, or it is a spiritual misalignment with source energy. The signal will come from the body to say, hey, something needs to happen here. And just acknowledging that we have heard from the body on and off, sometimes more than we would like to. And just coming to a place of gratitude that I may be warned before things go out of hand. And with that, taking a deep breath and connecting the body to the earth plane. And then moving into the areas of our mental and emotional existence, space, and taking a moment here, more than a moment, to just examine this space. What is going on in my mind and in my heart that contracts this, that makes me want to withdraw, to push away? And you will notice that sometimes we have become so good, so proficient in putting our unpleasant emotions down and burying them, that we forget that they are there. Till something else reminds us. So let us go ahead and go back and ask ourselves, where are the spots where I have voluntarily withdrawn, closed the door, and that does not feel good anymore? Also acknowledging that Sometimes we have to withdraw to strengthen our boundaries, to recognize when the boundaries become mushy and set them back again in a healthy way. But if that leads to needing to close windows and put up walls and telling ourselves, never will I ever go there, that leads to shrinking, contracting. Telling our life force that space is no longer open to you. So whether we remember anything or not at this time, let's go ahead and take that deep breath with the intention of expanding the mind space, the emotional space, the heart space, to remove all those little barricades that we may have put up. So let's take our time. These energies, these blocks, these um, decisions, these vows we may have taken, are held up by energies from our lower centers. Just as we will physically put our force behind the door to save ourselves from physical assault, we do the same thing with psychological and emotional intrusion by putting up walls of energy from our second and third chakras. A lot of our energy goes in keeping these up. The ones that have served their purpose no longer need to be there. So thoughts and memories that show up from the past that seem to still have a hold on us reminds us that your energy is out there being expended to hold up this bad feeling, this old trauma, this fear that it may recur. So let's go ahead and take the decision to free ourselves from everything that no longer needs to be there. We start with the intention. I'm ready to let this go now. And as we take a deep breath and expand our heart energy, open our heart center, and communicate to the source of all that is, that whatever it is that I need to dissolve this, to let this go, the courage, the assurance, the belief that there is strength within me now that does not have to give into power to others, power of others. There is strength here now. And feel that as you think that, take that breath and feel that. Feel that surge of energy that comes in through the crown, through the heart, to the lower parts of the body, as it connects us even more into the ground. The boundaries are intact. But there are no walls. When something comes at me, telling me, oh, that's not good, I don't want that. I don't want to deal with that. I have to push it away. Let's just stop there for a moment and take a deep breath as we bring in more life force. And remind ourselves that we don't need to go to this place of good or bad, right or left, big or small. I can handle or I cannot handle. All these mental constructs are there. But we no longer need to fall into the old patterns of the mind if we take the space and the moment of contemplation to expand that. And admit, I don't know where this may lead. But I'm open to exploring it. Yes, it may be a little uncomfortable. Yes, it may be taking me out of my practiced pathways. But here is a wonderful opportunity to expand. bring in more. To expect a good outcome, even without knowing how and when that may come about.